Hi everyone, welcome to Dayton, Ohio. We're live for 30 minutes of Red Hawks basketball and everything surrounding the SEMO program. Fans, players, coaches, family. Clock has struck midnight on the 2023 OVC tournament, but what remains is red and black confetti because SEMO has won the title. A little bit of a different feel for Heartland sports today. We're out in Malden with William Collier, Risco High grad, who is heading to the National High School Finals Rodeo in just a couple weeks. First start of his career tonight against the Cardinals. Todd was the 2021 third-round pick, the highest ever by a SEMO player. He was unbelievable. 2021 OVC Pitcher of the Year for the Red Hawks, and now making his MLB debut. SEMO has won the 2022 OVC Championship. Co-champs with UT Martin. Because of that, they had to go to a tiebreaker of a coin flip, which just happened moments ago, and SEMO also won the coin flip, so it means they get the automatic qualifier to the FCS playoffs. New SIU basketball head coach Kelly Bond-White, who has gotten an awesome welcome today from all of Saluki Athletics throughout the first pitch.
Oh man, I was just praying it didn't look like I was skipping rocks out there.
The Final Four for Advance doesn't start until Friday, but we're getting the week started with some good energy.
Happy Halloween!
Jackson is 6-0 going back to 2016. They own this rivalry. Charleston native James Nail, Nolan Gorman, and Matthew Liberator make up the current players from Caravan 6 in town. They're joined by alumni Jason Mott and Kerry Robinson. You just heard Brian say we got a beautiful day, much different from last year when it was snowing this time when batting practice was going on. We needed a jacket when we were down here, but as you can see behind me, the Cardinals are out on the field. Gates are open, fans are pouring in. Every March Madness has a Cinderella. This year's just so happens to be Murray State's next opponent. We're changing it up to start Heartland Sports tonight, pulling an Uno reverse card, if you will. That's because the main focus as we begin is on a player from an opposing team, but we have a reason for that. He's got a pretty rare ability. PJ Rogan from Wildwood, Missouri, is an ambidextrous pitcher. When Brad Korn took over the SEMO men's basketball team, one of his main goals was connecting more with the surrounding community. One big way he's done that, the Cement Your Legacy block party, which you're seeing up behind me. Saxony Lutheran boys volleyball played their first season this past spring. Proof the sport is growing here in the Heartland, and one of the Crusaders' future players is Cape Girardeau native Jonathan Palmer, who has qualified for the 2022 USA Volleyball Beach National Championships. Football postseason action on the pitch last night for district championships. Now it's time for Heartland Football Friday. Time for the best part of Sunday sports. Fan of the week, little dancing action this time around. Sykeston student section, we got a full-on hype tunnel 4 months ago. The expectations for the Cardinals this season were through the roof. This week, the only thing that's certain is St. Louis is selling at the trade deadline, and that started today. Well, that's a wrap on this year's SIU football spring game here at Saluki Stadium. The maroon and white competing for the first time in front of fans since the fall. The Dogs eager to get back after it the way that they ended this season. 4 straight losses, all by single scores after winning 5 in a row just before that. New defensive coordinator DJ Vokalek had his group humming. How about Zach Barola with a sack, Tim Varga a transfer, another one. Then the offense getting cooking. Nick Baker, good connection with Isaiah Hartrip, who's back from a hamstring injury that cost him all of last season. Everyone on the team saying this group has some serious playmakers. Nick Hill said it might be the best group of transfers he's ever had. Watch out for the Salukis come fall time. Girls soccer clash today. Notre Dame against Jackson. The Bulldogs are ready! Jackson struck first Justy Nelson off the goalie and in on the corner. Then Amelia Wunderlich and Liv Klinkhart linked up on the free kick. And one more for the Indians before the half from Riley Monahan. The Bulldogs got one back in the second thanks to Cora Burford, but not enough. Jackson gets the win 3-1. They're now 8-1 on the season. High school basketball season wrapped up a couple weeks ago, but we had an all-star game in Carbondale to get to today. Second annual Battle of the Mississippi. The best senior basketball players from Southern Illinois against Southeast Missouri. Girls teams up first, followed by the boys. We also had a 3-point competition and a dunk contest. This had it all, and really fun seeing some of these players team up for the first time. And over on the diamond, a big one for SEMO baseball. A win means they're in first in the OVC, trailing 6-5 in the 8th inning. It was Josh Cameron, Lincoln Andrews, Peyton Leeper in that order, taking them home. Red Hawks are atop the conference. Nothing can stop Sam Tyler.
You can't give up. You have to keep going no matter what.
Born without hands and feet, Sam never let it get in the way of trying new things. Because of that, he found a passion on the mat.
When I feel down, I think about wrestling a lot. So wrestling taught me a lot of stuff. Don't feel sorry for yourself. You got to keep going through, push through.
After being homeschooled, Sam enrolled at Sykeston for his senior year. In November, he was eligible to compete for the Bulldogs. The head coach, his club coach, since 2016.
It's always been a goal of his to be a part of a high school program after coming up through the club. So this year, just finding out that he's able to compete varsity and everything, it's been a dream come true for him for sure.
Making an impact right away.
Just seeing the things that he does, it's amazing. He doesn't let anything hold him down, hold him back. He's a high-energy guy. Kids love him. He just brings everybody up.
Seeing him do all the stuff that we can do, it's cool. He's a good teammate and everything. I like seeing him be able to go out there and do the things we can do. It's happy.
Having him around is a big deal for our program, especially because these kids get to, see what not having an excuse means and actually following through with it and being grateful for everything that you do get.
The team don't give up on me and I don't give up on them. So it's called family.
And this family has a Bulldog motto, 1 point about being the difference. Sam connects with that.
It doesn't matter if you are different, you have to focus yourself. You have to show them who you are. I know I can do it. I got to push myself. And I have to admit, it's kind of really hard, really super hard, but I try my best to be the #1 hard worker.
Regardless how his career ends, I wouldn't be surprised if you see something in here hanging up of him.
His legacy here will live on for years to come.
SIU golf alumni Luke Gannon played in his first major championship, the U.S. Open. He's at 6 over par, heading into round 2 tomorrow. We'll see if he can make the cut. Back here in Cape Girardeau, a different SIU alumni is getting celebrated at Dalhousie Golf Club. Britt Pavlonis, who qualified for the U.S. Senior Open, takes place next week. A number of professional events on his resume. This is a career highlight.
Oh, by far it's the biggest one. It's like, the national championship for us old guys. I've been all around, so it's kind of cool to finally make a big tournament and seeing where I've always thought my game stacked up to.
Other golfers in the area excited to see the same thing and supporting at the fundraiser for him at Dalhousie.
It's just a really cool opportunity to support somebody local that's chasing their dream, and anything we can do to help them out, I thought would be a pretty cool opportunity for us as well.
Britt's a Southern Illinois guy. We're all Southern Illinois guys. Everybody in our group is from Southern Illinois. He's homegrown for us, and he's also a member here at Dalhousie and a vital part of what we do. Local hometown guy and a great Dalhousie ambassador.
Always very gracious to the members, and now the members have got a chance to give back to him. It's just a really cool deal. We're going to get to hang around and go, hey, we know him. He's awesome.
All these guys, they didn't have to come out today and help me out, and they chose to do that with their time, and I appreciate that very much.
Including one special guest.
That's what he's been wanting to do, and I just hope he's not as nervous as I am, because the closer he gets to the tournament, the more nervous I get. So I couldn't play because of the nerves. I hope he can.
Once I qualified, I was excited to call my dad and let him know.
His biggest fan, who will be there next week.